Welcome to the stage, Alex Alley. How's that for surf SHERPAS, you guys? Isn't that great?
Thanks so much. The acceptance was really a little bit life-changing. Never really done anything like this before. So thanks for everyone for coming too.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. We're going to do a quick Q&A because we have a lot of fantastic films, but I want to give this film its due. Alex is a huge supporter of the festival and clearly a very active participant in the LBI community. Can you tell us a little bit about your filmmaking journey? How it began?
It was kind of happenstance. I mean, you saw I explained how I happened into the job. Ken's right here, front row. So Ken's the only person in this room with more money on the screen than I do.
What do you do?
So anyway, I happened into this job, and I do really learned all my editing and video skills through like car editing, car YouTube, fixing up like that Jeep, that BMW. I both own them. We built multiple systems on them and everything. So I got these cool, cheap GoPros. They're knockoff. I started playing around with them at the shop, and kind of the footage looked really good. And I collected all this data and kind of had to figure out what to do with it. You know, the biggest challenge was kind of editing and figuring out a narrative. So I just took some editing and like came down here in the fall and tried to put it all together with some voiceover. And really worked out.
Yeah.
I think so too. Tell us a little bit about the narrative. Like, I think we did some fantastic shots of like a local break in the community. We see the people here really clearly, but there's also a story about you in here and what you've come from and like moved into a space of a greater happiness in your life, if I can say it that way.
I think so, or at least some better coping skills. And I think it's kind of about good ways to use your time. You know, there's a lot of ways to stay inside, maybe not so helpful, video games and all those entertainment options. But it's about good ways to use your time. And I think even the third act was a little difficult, but it's kind of, this is the third act, you know? So, you know, it's kind of the message.
Of your life?
I would say of the movie, yeah.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Well, you know, I've Scott Fitzgerald family says that there's no second acts in American life. So, you know, I had another teenage job down here. I figured, you know, do it proper this time.
Yeah.
We're going to open up to audience questions in just a second, just to warn you. Warning, audience questions coming. But first, I have a question about the comedy in the film. I've seen a lot of surf films. O'Shea has seen a lot of surf films. Almost all of them are documentaries, and very few of them have like comedy in them. And that's something that I really appreciate about your film. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you found those moments and shaped them in the movie?
Yeah, thanks, Jasmine. I've tried a lot of stuff, among it being a handful of times of comedy open mics, you know. And I was kind of surprised. I scoped it out, came to the festival last year, and it seemed all pretty serious. So, you know, I even threw in the clown joke. I just kind of couldn't resist, you know. It's kind of, it seems to be really difficult, or just some people have it, you know, so I included it in the film.
Great. Great. Questions? Audience? Yeah, Ken?
So the pizza and beer drinking part was after the surf festival.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm getting a little older there too, so the calories don't burn as quite quickly. So I had to, I saved it up. There was a double surf lesson that day and a lesson before, and they're 2 hours long. So sometimes you're in the water for 4 hours kind of straight.
Other audience questions? Yes, you with the hand raised.
Yeah, it was really nice to see, like, this was like some of these kids, I'm assuming, their first introduction to surfing. So just to see how happy they were and like determined some of these kids are, what's it like to like shape that and to just be surrounded by that, I would say, like.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty undeniable, easy to understand joy, just the smiles and everything. So that's one of the reasons I felt it was good to share it.
Yeah.
And it's really just pretty positive to be around every day.
Yeah, that was amazing to see.
Cool. Audience question. Oh, now we got more. It always goes this way.
On her question, how do you deal with children that, let's say, aren't the best of listeners?
It's kind of difficult. We're like, not everyone is cut out for it. It's kind of why it's good, but it's also a difficult job. You know, it's not really a trophy sport, and it's difficult and dangerous. So it's kind of if you can get them to do it. But otherwise, you know, sometimes we'll refund someone, or like they just don't want to go in the water or something. So you do have to feel it out.
gentleman in the back.
You guys need any instructors this year?
Well, stop by, sir. I think it's gotten pretty popular.
You don't remember me, huh?
Oh, bro. Do you see yourself in it at all?
Huh? No. What, did you do the film last year?
No, this is like 4 years of footage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
Right on.
Thanks for
Nice
coming.
job.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Cool, you guys. I'm gonna ask one more question.
One more random question. Most of the music was in English or like surf rock, but one song was in French.
Yeah.
I was just kind of curious why you selected a French.
I thought, honestly, kind of 80s movies have a lot of poppy French, so just like, it's all pop music, so I just Google like poppy French music. I know it says La Mer, but that's another, so.
Cool. Well, two quick things, because it's a local screening. We're gonna do a selfie from stage in a second, but first, I assume this is not your last movie ever. So if we wanted to follow your filmmaking journey and see more of the comedy and more of yourself, maybe a narrative, how would we do that? What's one way we could follow you?
So you can go to youtube.com/dailydrivertv, DALY 4 letters. Yeah, a lot of it's car videos, but I'll work in, like, I kind of do a travel video. My dad's here, we just did a cool trip to Carlisle, PA. So that's really kind of the long-term focus, build my own thing.
Sweet, you guys. Everybody ready for a selfie?
Yeah.
Don't consent, just duck. Okay. Just because.
For that.
That works.